Hello friends, it is Monday the 6th January, and it's a new vlog. I haven't read anything from 12 Kings today because I've been at gymnastics, and when I came back from that I finished editing my TBR bookshelf tour thing. It was a long thing. I've been editing it in 3 sections or whatever, so it took a long time. The footage was about an hour and a half, and I have 45 minutes, so I've cut off about half of it. It could have been better filmed, but I did it. So the only thing I have been reading today, but the only thing I have been reading has been I've been listening to An Affair Before Christmas, so I might finish it I will finish it tomorrow. I have 45 minutes left, so it definitely has changed for me over the last bit. I am enjoying it a lot more than I did last time I checked in. So yeah, I'm liking it quite a bit, and now I'm on my way to bed because I am tired, and I'd rather be reading with me to bed. I am about to start chapter 8 on page 56. It reads very fast. It's okay. It's nice to fall asleep to, but it's nothing big, you know. It's just nothing new. But you know, it's fine. I'm reading it, so it's a quiet read. So yeah, anyway, we'll check in again tomorrow. Hopefully have more to say. See ya. Hello friends, it is Wednesday, 10:45. I'm so tired. I've actually been half asleep. Couldn't sort of I just haven't been able to sort of make myself go to sleep. I don't know. I haven't really read very much from 12 Kings. It seems like it's not that I'm slumpy necessarily. It's more that I think because my most recent fantasy was so good that getting into a new fantasy is just difficult. I don't know if you know this, but if you have it, you feel like this sometimes too, when you've been reading something and it didn't really, and something that was so good, and then getting into a new fantasy book is sort of taking a little longer than you thought it was going to be. So I wanted to check in also because I actually finished the book yesterday, but I forgot to check in yesterday. Yesterday I did finish An Affair Before Christmas by Eloisa James, and I really enjoyed that one. I thought it went pretty well. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than the first book. That's what I wanted to say. The first book was a little bit messy and difficult for me to figure out because there were so many different characters. And in this one we were also following multiple characters, but they were more or less the same than as the ones that were in the first book. At least a lot of them were there, but we still sort of had a sort of main focus on one couple. And I ended up enjoying it quite a bit, and at the end the first book I read of these, I don't know if I gave it 3 stars, the first, so it's better than that, but I don't know if it's 4 stars or it's 3.5 stars, so I have to sort of think about it, but I think it might be a 4 stars, because let's be generous, I'm no Grinch. And so very happy about that. Hold on, I will sort of get into my night stuff and get back to you once I'm there and talk to you about what I'm currently working on. Hello friends, so I got into my night stuff and now I'm lying in bed. I wanted to check it because I'm not done talking. I also started on Fantasy in Death and made relatively progress. The thing is, the new way that Audible shows it, you can't really see how far you are. but it says here that I have 3 hours and 32 minutes left of that book, which means, and that is my speed, that must be in 6 hours, so I'm halfway. I think, yeah, I think it might be okay saying that I'm halfway, because I think it was 22 chapters, and I'm starting in on chapter 11, and maybe some of them are not as long as the others, but yeah, so definitely enjoying that one. This is an interesting one, because we are following the murder of someone who they were sort of working on making sort of virtual reality sort of things, and the guy, one of the guys from that company, is sort of found decapitated, and all they know is that whenever his thing is shut off, he sort of has a cyborg robot sort of thing that does everything for him, more or less, and it has shut off, so he has let someone in that he knew. But yeah, very interested in figuring out what's going on with this one, because it's definitely interesting, and I like the references. There's references to like Star Wars and sort of that, and it just a reminder, it's set in 20, did they say did they name the year? It started out in 2045, but I think we are closing in on being around the 2050 at this point, the series, so I'm not sure, but I'm enjoying it quite a lot, so we will see how far I get tomorrow, but I don't think I'll finish it. Do I have 3 hours tomorrow? Usually on a good day out there I will listen to around 2.5, so it could be, but I'm not sure. We'll see. It depends a lot. But it's okay. I have already finished one audio this week, and maybe I'll finish another one, so that's good. And I'm also halfway into I'd Rather Be Reading by Anne Bogle, and it's a little bit boring. I mean, obviously there are some things in here that I really like there are some quotes and stuff that I agree with and all of that, but I'm finding myself, I don't really care about this. I mean, yeah, that's how it is to be a reader. It's true. Maybe someone who's not a reader should read it and figure out how to understand us a little bit better. But for me, I don't know. But yeah, and I think I've also been a little bit in a romance mood, so I don't know if I'm going to be starting on a romance tomorrow. Probably a bad idea. I don't actually really have a romance on my TBR for the month, do I? Other than my audio listening. We'll see. But I am still, I still like 12 Kings. I think it's better, and it's definitely interesting. It's just that I haven't sat down to read for a longer stretch of time this week, but hopefully I will find time to read over the next coming days. So yeah, but this was my update. I will check in again later, maybe tomorrow or maybe later. We'll see. Bye. Hello friends. I'm just here to let you know I got my first book mail of the year, so I wanted to open it with you. It also contains other stuff than books, but I think there are 2 books or 3. I think there's only 2 books here. So the non-bookish, do you want to see the non-bookish thing first? Is that I got a new diamond painting set. You can't see on this one what it is, but it's going to be a unicorn, and it's for my niece because she's obsessed with unicorns and Frozen. Yeah, so hopefully she'll want to read that. Then I got, because I never got around to buy it last year, Misled in Parts Half Known by Seanan McGuire. Last year's release of the Wayward Children book. I haven't read it, so I have it to read soon because the newest one comes out. I think it comes out somewhere in January, but I think in the UK it doesn't get out until mid-February. But I will wait and get it until later. Maybe the price will go down on it a little bit because it's really expensive right now. And then I got this book I haven't read. I own a book of his on my Kindle, and I have it on my TBR long list, and I saw that someone really loved this book. And it is The Will of the Many by James Islington. Very excited to see what this is. I heard excellent things, and I remember seeing some people read it and it's sounding really interesting. And so I might start with that one over the other one, but we'll see. We'll see. It says at the elite Catalan Academy, a young fugitive uncovers layered mysteries and world-changing secrets in this new fantasy series by international best-selling author. So super excited to read this. It was on some people's favorite list last year, so don't know when I'll get to it, but I hope that it will be sometime this year. So those are the bookish first books that I bought. And they're both brand new, but I have ordered a used book order from awesomebooks.com, but I don't know when that will get here. Probably sometime next week. That's my guesstimation. So yeah, this is just my quick update to let you know what was in my parcel. Bye! Hello friends, it is Saturday. It's 3:30. I wanted to check in with a reading update because yesterday, no, actually it was today, although I had like 3 minutes left of it. I finished Fantasy in Death by J.D. Robb, the 30th book in the In Death series. This one was fun. It had a lot of interesting things happening. It was said about someone who was sort of who had programmed this very interesting computer program that you could be sent into sort of a virtual reality kind of thing, and you could sort of do combat fighting. You could join, like, yeah, there were so many things happening with this new product there, and one of the programmers dies by decapitation, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with that. There's so many references to old school fantasy sci-fi stuff, and it was a lot of fun reading that for that, and I enjoyed the sort of side elements of it, and the mystery was interesting. So yeah, very happy I read it, and I gave it 5 stars. So first 5 stars of the year, but I wasn't surprised because I generally just really enjoy these books, and I kept thinking over this book that this would be such a good TV series because they're very episodic, every book, and they have so many interesting a group of characters that are always in it, that it could be a really, really good TV show. And yeah, so I don't know why it's never become that, because it's very popular in, at least for people who are fans of Nora Roberts. So yeah, super enjoyed it. And don't have very much battery left on my, so we'll see if I can manage to complete the update. But I made progress on 12 Kings. I am on page 180, I think, about to start chapter 19. It's not going very fast, but I read for like half an hour today, so that's what I've been reading. But I have also made progress on I'd Rather Be Reading. It's still a little bit dull in places, but I think I'll finish it tomorrow. I have 50 pages left, and I think I'm going to be finishing it then. So yeah, that was my quick update. But I actually wanted to tell you that I've also started on a new audio, because while I was cleaning and stuff, I started on The Queen of Atolia by Megan Wayland Turner. This is the second book in the Queen's Thief series, and I've listened to an hour of that, so I have been enjoying listening to it. And yeah, just wanted to let you know that right now I am more or less about to go out for a walk, and once I'm done with that walk, me and my sister, I'm going to be walking with my sister Susan, and when we've done with that, we will probably leave. We are going to go out for dinner and going to the movies. We're going to see Wicked, finally. We've wanted to see that since it came out in the beginning of, was it November or was it December? I don't remember. But we wanted to see it, so yeah. And I got actually sort of a gift certificate by one of my work customers, dingy-dingies. So we're gonna go and use that today. So looking forward to it, and we'll check in again tomorrow. I probably don't have a lot of things to do, so I hope that I can get a lot of reading in. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, see ya. Hello friends, just my final update for the week, because I'm on my way to bed. It's Sunday evening, and I didn't finish, I didn't make very much progress on 12 Kings. I surpassed the 200 page mark, so yeah. I only read for half an hour today, so I went and visited my sister instead, and because of that I didn't read very much. Oh, it's so cold. Hold on. I did manage to finish I'd Rather Be Reading, though. I finished it this morning, this one, and I am gonna give it 3 stars. So it's not that it was bad or anything, it didn't do anything wrong. And I would understand if some people find it really, really great. But for me, it was just nothing special. But there were a couple of places that I liked. Hold on, I'll try and find it. There was a sort of a section on how to organize your bookshelves. And it says basically, there were sort of 14 different prompts, and they were kind of fun, because it was like with all these different rules, and then deciding no matter how you organize your bookshelf, it just has to be able to work for you. For beautifully styled bookshelf, follow the decorator's rule of thumb. Each bookshelf should hold 1/3 books, 1/3 accessories, and 1/3 empty space. You're a book lover, you don't have enough shelves to begin with, ignore decorators. And determine a method of organization. Alphabetical order ensures you will be able to find any given title, but this is only the beginning of the avid reader's concerns. The Dewey Decimal System will wow your friends and ensure they'll talk about you at cocktail parties. Organized by color, and everyone who doesn't organize their books by the rainbow will think your efforts are seriously misguided. But your shelves will be breathtaking. To relish the twin delights of baffling your friends and finding your books organized by Trivial Pursuit categories. And so yeah, all of these little things, I found those a little bit fun, and there were more times when you sort of poking at the fun that some people will think this is a good idea, but when you're a reader and you have a lot of books and you already don't really have enough shelf space for your books, you don't waste space on your shelf because you want some sort of trinkets unless you have room for it. So yeah, obviously if you've just moved in or if you've just got new bookshelves, you are able to do this, but when you keep reading and when you keep sort of, yeah, that is not a thing that's possible, kind of. So yeah, but I liked it for those kind of little things, and it was fine. It did nothing wrong, but I didn't love it or anything. So 3 stars, just the middle of the road kind of book for me. And yeah, so that was what I wanted to tell you about that, and that will be my final update for the week. Yeah, because I didn't finish anything else. So yeah, this was my final update. Hope you stuck to the end, and I will see you in another video soon. Goodbye.